Hey there, folks. I'm Zerfall.
Where is Kai Tower? I'm MysteriousJG. We're trying to find Kai, and it's just not happening for us. But we have found the Sato Gold Mine.
That's correct. And this was a good place
Sato Vipers.
for leveling up. You can see we've got a couple levels here. Everyone's got almost everything full except for magic. Mr. Zerf's a little low on that, but it's because we had an interesting issue for leveling up here. Because we'll see, we go back to down just to get a reminder of where.
Yeah, so for us, it's been a little while since we recorded because I was traveling last week on our normal recording day to attend what Zerfall referred to as, oh, you're celebrating Thursday. So, but for me in my country, it was a holiday that I was traveling. So we haven't recorded for a while, but Zerfall did get a chance to do a lost screen leveling. But It was incredibly challenging leveling, as he will explain.
Yeah, because you come back here to get the little heads up on what we were doing, talk to this guy.
Come back to me as soon as you locate Sarakichi in the mine, and don't run off with any of the gold.
Alright, so we gotta go find the gold and leave, is I think what our current quest is.
If you steal the gold instead of returning it when it's been stolen, you'll turn into a dark Mega Man. I'm thinking of a different game. But it definitely had a morality system.
So I went back to town to rest one time. And I came back here, and of course, as the first time we came in here, it said, off limits to unauthorized personnel, and try to go through this door.
No, we can't level up. We've blown the quest.
So I've been doing a lot of rigmarole of getting in fights, and then barely eking by to get people leveled up so that they can get magic back and cast healing spells and all this stuff. But it turns out that I was actually...
You can't leave the dungeon, right? Nope. Mysterious Zerf just had to search the door, and he would find that he was able to open it.
Yes, so...
Wah, 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 wah.
But to save us the one day against Nobunaga, I guess it was all worth it. Because every time you leave a dungeon, one day passes.
It's all worth it. So, folks, so are we loading? Because now there's no particular reason for us to have left, right?
I did load.
Okay, cool. Good.
So
otherwise, it would be yet another example of us playing the "You Picked the Wrong Door" music from Let's Make a Deal. Watch your step, danger ahead. Overhead, rather. Watch your step, danger G&A. That's a joke for all the cost accountants out there watching this.
So we've got, I guess, a couple ways to go here. Oh, there's like multi-paths. So I haven't gone any further in the dungeon. I've been fighting guys in that first little hallway to kind of keep things fresh for everybody.
You didn't know that the second floor features the high experience, easy to kill, we heal you every turn enemies. There's nothing special.
That this was gold.
I think it probably is supposed to be gold. It's just not. We don't get to pick it up.
But we want to steal the gold. I want the gold. Get me the gold. So this is one of the less challenging of the fights that you have here. The least challenging. You could get only one of any type of enemy. And luckily these guys...
I want the gold. Give me the gold. Were you just referencing the Alabama leprechaun?
I was.
Okay, well, that's... Seeing it. My people don't take kindly to these leprechaun references.
Really?
Yeah, no, culturally, it's racist to refer to leprechauns.
Your people.
My people, yeah.
Listen,
how would you like it if I started talking about Eskimos? Zerfall.
Those aren't my people. Well, I'm more Irish than I am native.
But they're a fictional part of your tradition. Eskimos. Okay, that was really unnecessary. I'm sorry.
All right. Oh, I almost forgot again. So the one thing I have to keep being reminded of is that I can just use the Yoshi blade here to...
Because fleeing from battle through magic is okay.
Well, it's speeding us up here. So these Psycho Slugs aren't
that's
the
right.
worst.
It speeds you up. We have something else that will...
we can cast Wing,
Tengu Wing will automatically remove all enemies, but we won't get any experience for it.
Yeah. So, and actually I did find a very good use of the Gust maneuver because I managed to kill a Ironpede, which give you lots of experience, but they're hard to kill with a lucky critical hit, and then I just gusted the other monster that was floating around out of combat because I was like, I don't want to deal with you right now.
Cool.
Won the jackpot.
Oh, so the gut spell didn't help you do anything with the Iron Feet.
No, it killed
still have to
the
kill one of
other
those
guy
regular styles.
that cast
Gotcha.
poison and whatnot. And you know what? He might as well just get a missed.
Well, he is like our little Depot hat wearing sage guy. So whip it.
And I also discovered that when people are injured, they still get just as much experience points. So,
but every time they're injured and battle ends, there's a chance it will be defeated, right?
I don't think so, because nobody ever really died unless they were. If everybody's injured, there's a chance that someone will die. But if only one person's injured.
Didn't Odawane die?
No, that was when everybody got injured, and then Odawane died, and I was like,
okay.
I'm okay with this.
Well, if Tadawako dies there, are you going to be okay with that?
I am not going to be okay with that, but... Oh, what a waste of a critical hit. That thing was already almost dead.
I can't remember what goofy name we had for Tadaoka. I know Hanyao is ShamWow.
Yeah. Tapioca.
Tapioca, of course.
How could I forget?
We gotta play more often. It's too easy to lose track of what's going on.
See, every once in a while I like to move him up here because he takes the same amount of damage as Tapioca, unless he gets a critical hit. But he just saves someone from dying.
Well, I guess he is this sage healer. He should be doing that.
Oops, I always almost do that.
I feel like at some point we really just gotta have you send me the save slot, and I gotta grind, because I don't know if we're under-leveled or if we're not supposed to be at this dungeon, or if this game is just really mean.
I think it's not that the game is super mean. Like, after this combat with very little magic, we're gonna get back to where we need to be. It's just... And I think that... It's weird, because I don't think Tateoka has the worst equipment, but he still takes, like, way more damage than Mr. Zerfall on things.
Oh, well, Mr. Zerf is the hero character. I'm sure he's got better stats than other people who are the same class. Well, there goes
Well, see, and the reason why I don't care about that too much is because we have a mana-free spell that will bring him back, and he's still going to get the experience from this fight.
Oh, it's mana-free?
Yeah.
Oh, duh. Okay, I didn't know that.
So he comes back with a few hit points.
Oh, and then you gotta use mana to get him back.
And then we gotta use mana to get him back up, but if we had healed him, he would have just gotten hit anyways and then been down to this level of mana.
Right.
So we can use our little renew, and renew gives us free get rid of any status ailment, it seems like. And then as far as getting people back to their maximum hit points before boss fight, there's probably one coming up. I've been trying to use the renew magic, or not the renew magic, the repair magic a little more. But when I was off screening, I was saving state in between each cast because there's a chance that it will fail.
Ah, gotcha.
And I was like, I don't have enough mana to deal with this failing, but it seems like it's failing ever since we've leveled up a bit. It's failing less and less.
I suppose your intelligence, it might be linked to your intelligence stats somehow. I guess we need to start spending our money on mana restoring stuff, except that we got to save it up to buy some. If we can ever get to Kai, we can buy stuff there. You know, I can't even imagine how we'd be playing the game if we didn't have a FAQ and we're just trying to figure it out for ourselves.
We'd have to use a lot of Google Maps of Japan to figure out what's going on. Like, so. And that's the thing, is that I'd imagine that this was like,
okay, Google Maps, can you show us what these cities were named 1,000 years ago?
Well, the thing that might work for, you know, if you were from Japan and you were playing this game, the original game, like if this game took place in America and they had a map that was roughly the same as America, you'd be like, you need to go to New York next, and you'd be like, okay, I know where I'm going, right? Like these major cities are not too hard to figure out where they are.
But if they said New Amsterdam, and
well, everybody knows that even Well, nobody.
You know why they changed it?
I guess people just liked it better that way.
No, you're getting it confused with a different city and a different time. Let him also use his far stuff. Okay. Now that everyone's sucking.
I was trying to teach the kids at home the difference between near and far.
Thank you, Grover, for making us laugh about difference again. I know it's more clicks, but you should probably have our healer just using the freaking the thing that gives us speed bonus. And it might not be worth the trouble. Because we have to sit there watching the animation every time.
Yeah, and it might get us one extra attack off. But when it's against one, it's not too bad.
I was more thinking it might help us dodge attacks, but as you're saying, we can just heal between every battle. No, this is going to be a long, slow grind. But you didn't heal this time. Oh my god. Excuse me. I guess now that we have the item which will allow you to flee from battle, we kind of don't have that much to fear until we get to a boss fight that we have to win.
Yeah. Check out this little side path here. Ah.
You know what I like most about this diamond mine? It's not full of little green haired guys who are apparently slave labor. It's like, are you going to introduce a new green-haired ethnic group and they're going to be slave labor? Thanks, Japan. Beep boop.
This.
Wow, hella
spooky.
Heliocranius and Cranius.
Maybe this is where I should have been leveling up. Maybe they do more.
They seem to do pretty good damage to Mr. Zerf.
Yeah.
We might be in over our heads here. Or might be in over our Craniuses.
Well, I think the Cranius were the weak ones we fought in another location already. But let's try. Let's throw down a burn. A sick burn. Nice. Oh yeah, hit both of them. Yeah, I'd say the one at the bottom's a little weaker than the one at the top.
Yeah, just a touch. Sick burn, sick burn, sick burn, sick burn. Maybe this is where you should have been leveling up.
Oh, but they have body healer.
He's used body healer. And he used it on himself, not his little friend.
Ooh.
Wow, that
there we go. Now we can team up on this top guy.
Yeah, but he's healed his body.
He doesn't have a body.
That's true. So we should be doing great. He's wasting turn healing stuff he doesn't have.
I'm pretty sure too that like the body healers are actually items, not spells, because we have, I think we have a body healer in our inventory.
Heliocranius, Heliocranius used Trump's moral center healer. He's healing something that doesn't exist. It does nothing. But Mr. Zerf, we do have to keep healed, because otherwise these two douche nozzles are never going to, pardon my language, are never going to be able to finish this thing off. No. Maybe,
I'm willing to risk it on this guy.
I was about to say, maybe we want to start using some attack magic.
That's true. We'll get a burn out here.
From Tapioca.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have healing magic, does he?
Actually, he has repair. He could use that on himself. Tank this for another.
I wouldn't use that. Well, whatever. It's alright. I was like, yeah, like use him for attack magics, just because, like you said, as long as we win the fight, doesn't matter if that guy survives. 246 experience points. That seems like a lot. Is that a lot?
It's about average for this area, actually. For 2 enemies, it's not too bad, but it's not too great either. So this area, it's just a dead end, but there's more this way.
There's more Heliocrania.
Don't worry, folks. Ooh, what's
There's
this?
plenty of Heliocranius left.
Ninja Cure. For those ninja days.
Ninja Cure sounds like a sweet name for a band.
Not. Oh, I was gonna say. I bet you there's something past this area.
Yeah, like a wall. Meep boop. John Cena music. It's meep boop music. It's a Sato Viper.
So I'm gonna try to
Viper
just.
is more into your pain than others are. Well, why would you use Fleet? It has a chance to miss, and the Tango Wing does not.
Well, because it doesn't cost mana. And the Tango Wing's an item, but the item goes away after you use it.
No, it doesn't. I thought that was the whole point of it. I thought.
No, that's the point of.
No, there's a Tango Wing, but we also got the Tango. That's
We
like
also
a
have the
Tango
spell.
Feather.
Oh yeah, Feather's the
Hold
spell
on, Tango Wing. I thought the whole point of getting that item was that
thieves will be punished.
Hmm.
So we're in an area where thieves will be punished, and there's a lot more gold just laying on the floor.
I feel like the Tengu Fan is the one that we have that is an infinite use.
Oh, okay, so that's.
And it uses it. Well, thieves will be punished. Probably want to save the game because we tend to get these little messages before boss shows up that dump us. But yeah, we have the. Oh no, enemies caught us by surprise.
Oh, he's spitting poisonous venom. He's spitting sick rhymes.
They didn't specify that it was poisonous, but
Yes, they did.
it could be non-poisonous. Oh, never mind. They did. Oops. Anya was still poisoned. Come on, man. When are you gonna get over that?
So I don't think. Whoops. I don't think we want to fight two of these guys now. We have a Tengu.
It's the Tengu Fan.
Oh, this blows
but it only
them
affects
away.
one at a time. Well, we could do that on a group like this just to make them a little more manageable.
That's true.
If we wanted to fight them, or we could just use the Tengu Fan 2 turns in a row.
That's well, we can't because they don't share an item pool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha. So that battle was just bad news. Now everyone's poisoned.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. So, but the thing about the poison, like I said, is it turns out that this skill of Renew
Removes everyone's poison.
it'll get rid of any sort of status ailment,
Oh.
it seems, that I've come across so far. But it only does one at a time, so like it just takes them off. Whatever icon is showing. You can have multiple status ailments and it will only show you one icon.
It's like a crappy panacea.
I want to use Mr. Zerf's mana up more because we don't really use his combat spells.
Yeah, because he actually does decent. That was a failure.
Lame. But like the other thing is too is Renew actually uses very little mana. I think it's 4 or repair, I should say. So yeah, you have to cast it a few times, but it still costs less in the long run than casting one. Assume you don't fail like 8 times in a row. Okay, so there's 2 ways down here. Let's go down this one first. Ooh.
I'm trying to get back to the Sato Gold Mine. 3rd floor. Ooh, we got teleport mazes to look forward to.
Energy pills. There's not a teleport maze in this mine, is there?
Oh, you know what? I think I was reading a summary of different areas, and yeah, there's not a teleport maze in the mine. Okay, we got a teleport maze somewhere though.
Oh, even though we ran, we couldn't get away.
What are we, flock of seagulls?
Well, maybe a flock of Tengu.
We should use the. We should totally use the Tengu Fan. Oh, I guess you're just not fighting these guys, period. I say we could use the Tengu Fan to blow away one, so that the battle's more manageable, and then get something out of it. Or we could just avoid fighting a lot of mobs on screen, and hurry up and get to the sexy plot action.
Yeah, let's get some boss.
We could do have a sexy ponytail.
There was this guy on Wheel of Fortune this week, and a frost beast. See, we haven't fought one of these guys, so this is where maybe we want to use because we're so unlikely to kill the...
Well, wait a second. The Iron Feet gives lots of experience, but it usually runs away, right?
It usually runs away, and you usually attack it like 5 times, and it does like 30 damage to Tapioca.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say, if it usually runs away before you can kill it, why would you bother to blow it away? But it does get in some licks before it goes.
Yeah, it does quite a bit of damage. So it's
Well, spoilers, but I think the boss that's coming up is one of those bosses that is accompanied by 2 enemies from that dungeon, and it will be Frost Beasts.
ooh, so it's a good idea to find out what they're like. Although apparently, I wonder if the Tanky Wing works on bosses chump buddies.
It might. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't work on the boss, but
I'm gonna try just regular flame on this guy. Flameo, Hotman.
It's a Frost Beast. It shouldn't like flame at all.
That wasn't very much damage. So this guy might be doing about 50 damage to Mr. Zerf, because that was after moving that he did that. And once again, the slowest spell in the game is the one that speeds you up.
Ooh, 41 damage.
It's pretty hard.
I hope we have some fairly recent save states.
Well, I do have one mana regen item on me, so...
No, well, I didn't want to read the full boss strategy. I just noticed that it said something and 2 Frost Beasts. But I guess it'll make a pretty big difference whether the thing can revive its Frost Beast friends.
And this time it only did 29 damage, so it might have a very varied... Is this the one? Yeah. A very varied number, like, its attack might vary wildly is what I'm trying to say. And if we can get a crit with this, because it's supposed to have a high crit rate, they say, but it seems like they say that, and then we don't seem to be getting...
Well, there is some guy who wrote the only fact that we have, so...
I suppose.
There's not really a whole lot of competing viewpoints on how this game should be played.
That's 100% of the people. Alright, so we're doing...
That was 9 times as effective as an 8-point star. There we go. 230, not bad for one enemy.
Yeah, not bad for one enemy at all.
Sexy ponytail.
I'm going to throw down a save state here before we accidentally come across a boss.
Get stomped.
Or go down to a dead end and decide that we didn't need to...
I don't know why there would be a boss in the gold mine unless that boss... You're going to load state for the dead end.
I don't want to get in a fight on the way back.
A strange voice cries out from somewhere.
Interesting.
Strange voice. Meep moop.
It was a frost beast. So see, when we have just one of these guys, maybe we will try. Taking him out, because if we get a lucky crit before he pieces out, that's pretty much free experience. Yeah!
Nice. How much we get? Oh, nice. Not
Definitely
like
worth
life-changing, but yeah. That 8-point star gets a crit when you need it. Save state for that.
Yeah.
Roll
Save
tide
state
on
for
that.
what? Okay, this has got to be... Oh, no. Yep. I was like, this looks like it might be the guy.
Oh boy. Yeah, he
very
doesn't look
interesting looking.
friendly.
Who are you? Do you want my treasure? You'll never get it. Never. He's a ghost.
He's an avenging spirit. He's going to avenge your knowing that he has treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say get rid of these guys. Get rid of these sidekicks here.
What? It's avoidable.
I don't think it's avoidable normally. I'm thinking it's avoidable in boss fights.
Mm. Well, let's get some sick burns going here.
Yeah, the strategy does involve using a lot of burn and gale.
These guys seem a lot stronger than the enemies that... Okay, so, first off, I'm just going to go ahead.
Already got... Oh, wow, yeah.
And load this position. This one? Yes, because we're coming up to this fight.
Yeah, we need to start this fight with full health. How much time we got left in the video, anyway?
We got about 5 minutes.
we got a chance to get fully healed up and see what we can do.
So, like I said, I'm going to use Mr. Zerf's repair the most because I want to waste his mana because we use it the least.
All right, there's nothing that says the Tengu fan. In this fact, there's nothing that says the Tengu fan has 100% hit rate after all. It's just a free cast of the Gust spell. So the fact is saying, like, use Burn and Gust a lot. And I think the idea then is try to blow away those little sidekick guys.
Little jerks, yeah. Although maybe you can Gust the main boss away.
Well, possibly. He's just a ghost.
It's just a he's just a sheet.
He's already 2 sheets to the wind.
Alright, so Mr. Zerf is pretty much at max.
He's at max muscle. I think that's going to be your boss strategy in most cases, is just cast the spell that has a chance to hit all enemies and keep your fingers crossed.
Yeah. I think it's interesting that Tatioka actually has a lot more hit points than Mr. Zerf for being a level below him. If you look at his maximum muscle.
He takes a lot more damage, though. Yeah, the strategy, the fact that we're reading has got us going into this battle with a party that includes a wizard, which we haven't found yet, and Hanzo, who's like supposed to be the best sidekick in the game. So, but I think ShamWow and Tapioca can pull this off. I have confidence. Hell, we might even have been able to do this with Hamyao, or not Hamyao.
I feel like
I've forgotten the name of the ninja that we left behind.
I think it was Oto something? There we go.
Yes, Oto. I'll never forget you, general friend, whose name I've forgotten. I haven't forgotten you, just your name. Otawano. It was Otawano, that's who it was. Yeah, I remember.
Alright, so let's give this another try and see what happens, and we might have to adjust our strategy if it goes worse. It's the spooky version of
Oh, he's got his graveyard golf club.
Alright, he took a little less damage this time. Okay, so let's see if we can't get this Tengu fan. Avoiding attack. Now, here's the question: do we use speed up? Yeah, because we have.
What do you want to start casting?
He has the Gust spell, but I feel like it might not be worth. Although it might be worth it. I mean, if we get rid of one of them, that's 30 less damage per turn, right?
Yeah, I mean, it might be worth getting off 1 or 2 casts of the speed up before we switch them to something else, but those guys do some damage. Or we could just go straight to using burn.
Well, this one doesn't have. He doesn't have the.
Yeah.
But it seems like so far he's only really been getting it off on the Avenging Spirit. Is that supposed to be a pickaxe or a sickle or some sort of combination?
It looks like you would think it's a sickle from the ghostly image, but it does look more like a pickaxe.
Well, especially once he.
Or maybe he's just better off.
He's out of magic right now.
He's out of magic. Okay.
We used it for all the healing.
Sexual healing.
We should have given this Tengu fan to somebody else.
We can always switch up our long-term Tengu fan plan. Cabana Man Dan and his Tengu fan plan.
Well, I wonder if Gust is more likely to work than the Tengu fan. Maybe it has a higher. Yeah, I feel like if they're gonna keep avoiding this attack, it's really not.
Well, let's stop doing it then. I guess it's just not gonna work for us. You can have cold wind. Oh no, they've got a group attack too.
Burr, it's cold in here. There must be some frost beats in the atmosphere. Oh man, that jerk.
Sweet frost beats. So he should start attacking the little guy. And Hanya should probably be healing people. And then
our friend at the bottom just keeps spitting fire.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, he got a perfect hit.
Yeah, we gotta keep Tapioca alive.
Yep.
He's doing more than anyone else right now. Is there anything that heals more? Like heal 3 heals everyone at once, doesn't it?
It heals everyone once, but it heals them for a heal 1 portion of healing, which isn't very much.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, he's already on a. Now, do we have any items to give mana back? Let's see here.
Well, would you know it if you saw it?
It looks like he only has equipment.
Well, wait, can he? He's still got a little bit of magic, doesn't he?
No, I guess we could cast the regular burn spell. Oh, come on.
Well, it's... we get 3 this time. Yeah, there's your fucking critical hit, you frost beast son of a bitch.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let's throw down this. So we have 48 mana. So let's look what the heal 3 uses. So that used like half our mana, right?
Well, yeah, we didn't have
and
a
it
lot
healed.
of choice, though.
Well, no, not this time, but now I do have, I believe.
Oh, magic! He's gonna use.
Oh, he's gonna use up his last of his power. Okay, so Torch will hit the Frost Beast, and Flame will hit whoever we pick. I think we can use Flame twice, though. 9 damage.
I think at this point we've got to keep Tapioca alive, because I think Zerf is kind of insulated from.
Well, he's
only got
gonna
a
take
1-3 chance of being attacked.
Yeah. I guess we could try.
Torch instead, yeah. Not really that impressive. Here we go with a cold wind.
And the cold wind actually just does almost as much damage as his regular attack, just spread out.
Yeah.
Alright, so Hanyao should get a turn before. Yeah.
Every time we attack that guy, it's like he attacks us with his little animation.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Alright, so we're gonna have to do this. Now, Mr. Zerf does have a ninja cure on him. Does he have? Yeah, flame is only 3. Okay, so I guess try to take this beast out.
This is gonna be close. Well, I don't know how close it is. I have no idea how much health that boss guy has.
Ninja Cure.
What does a Ninja Cure do?
I don't know for sure. This is the first one we've ever had, so I'm going to use it on Hanyo.
I hope it's replaceable, but...
Completely restored.
Yeah, but no MPs.
But that's what our energy up is for.
There goes Tapio.
No.
Okay, well that didn't work much. Other than seeing if Gust can work on these guys, I think our opportunity to win this one is passed.
Yeah, but let's find out if this does eventually. I don't think. Like if it's got this low a success rate on
Tried
them.
about 5 times and it hasn't worked yet. Yeah.
So I think we need to spread out the items a little bit too, so that other people can use the mana healing spells. And you passed away. Tattoo. Oh wait.
It might be a smart idea to Mr. Zerf passed away. And joined up with the ghost guy. I mean, it might be a smart idea to do just enough fighting to get everybody leveled up so that everyone has full magic when we go in, because we ran out of burn, which was working fairly well.
Yeah. And we did waste some mana on some spells that kind of sucked, but it would be good for Mr. Zerf to have some mana too in case he has to throw down a quick repair on somebody.
Yeah.
So when we come back, it'll be Avenging Spirit Part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo. Yeah. It'll be Avenging Spirit 2 through the Portal of Time.
See you folks then.
Bye, guys.